All right, let's talk about the word should. It's this tiny little word, right? But man, it can cause some major confusion for English learners. So, what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, you're going to totally master it? Yep, let's break it all down.
I mean, have you ever felt like should is a total chameleon? It just pops up everywhere, and every single time, it seems to mean something a little different. One minute, it's about giving advice, then suddenly it's about what you have to do, or what you expect to happen, or even regret. Phew, no wonder it gets so confusing. But seriously, don't worry. We are going to make this crystal clear.
Okay, so first things first, let's look at the blueprint, the basic form. And here's the really good news. No matter how much the meaning of should seems to change, its actual structure, it never does. It's super simple and totally consistent.
So the core formula is, well, it's incredibly simple. This is your first big takeaway. You just need 3 parts. That's it. You've got your subject, I, you, he, she, then the word should, and then the basic plain form of a verb. No ing, no to stuck in the middle. Just, I should study. You should go. See? So clean and simple.
And what about making it negative? Well, that's just as easy. Seriously, you just add not. And you know how we talk, we usually just squish those together to get shouldn't, like you shouldn't drive so fast. It's the exact same simple structure, just with that not tucked right in there.
And asking your question, you just flip it. Instead of I should call him, you just swap those first 2 words. Should I call him? It's a simple little flip. So here's what you really need to remember. The basic mechanics, they never change. And that's what makes should way easier than you probably thought.
All right, part 2, should in everyday life. Now that we've got that blueprint down, let's dive into the really fun stuff, how we actually use this word in real conversations. This is where our little chameleon starts showing off all its different colors.
You know, you can pretty much boil it down to 3 main jobs for the word should. First, giving advice. You should drink more water. Second, showing an obligation. Employees should arrive on time. And third, stating an expectation. The train should arrive at 9. Now that second one, obligation, that's where things can get a little tricky. So let's clear that up right now. Okay, this is probably one of the biggest points of confusion. So let's nail it down. Should versus must. Think of it like this. Should is a soft suggestion. It's like saying, hey, this is the right thing to do. It's not a command, but must? That's a strong obligation. It's a rule, sometimes even the law. So you should help your parents. That's good advice. But you must wear a seatbelt. That's a rule. You feel that difference in power, right?
All right, ready to do a little time travel? Let's talk about looking back with should, because this is where the word becomes a really powerful tool for talking about the past and all the feelings that come with it.
The magic formula is should have plus the past participle. So think should have gone, should have seen, should have done. And you'll use this structure for basically one of 2 big reasons. Either you're looking back on something you did with regret, or you're looking at what someone else did with a bit of criticism.
Here's a classic, and I think we've all been there. I should have studied more for the exam. When you say that, what you're really saying is, I didn't study enough, and now, man, I wish I had. It's like you're imagining a different past, a better one that didn't happen.
And then you have the flip side, criticism. The structure is pretty much the same, but now you're pointing the finger at someone else. You shouldn't have said that to her. It's a very direct way of saying, what you did back there, that was a mistake. It's a really powerful phrase, so you got to be careful with it.
Okay, you've totally got the basics, and you've mastered the past tense. So you're ready to level up? Let's get into the pro moves. We'll look at a more advanced, formal way to use should, and then we're going to zap a couple of common mistakes so you never ever make them again. So, in some formal or really polite situations, think business emails. You can use should to talk about an unlikely possibility. Saying, if you should need any help, call me, is already pretty formal. But if you want to sound extra professional, you flip it around and say, should you need any help, call me. It just has that extra touch of class.
Okay, let's quickly stomp out a couple of super common mistakes. First, remember that blueprint? You never add to after should. It's always I should go, never I should to go. And second, for questions, remember to do the flip. It's should you go now, not you should go now. Always start with should.
All right, you have taken in a ton of information. So now for the fun part. This is not a test, okay? It's just a little mastery check so you can prove to yourself that you totally get this. Ready to go?
Question 1. Your friend is talking about regretting something in the past. They say, I blank studied more for the test. Is it A, should, or B, should have?
Okay, number 2. You're giving some friendly advice. You blank eat so much fast food. What fits in there? A, should, or B, shouldn't?
And the last one, you're criticizing something a friend did in the past. You blank have been so rude to the waiter. What's the missing piece? Is it A, shouldn't, or B, shouldn't have? Okay, let's check the answers. For number 1, past regret, it's B, should have. For number 2, giving advice, it's B, shouldn't. And for number 3, that past criticism, you need the whole thing. B, shouldn't have. So, how'd you do? I have a feeling you did great.
And there you have it. We went from a super simple blueprint all the way to expressing complex feelings about the past. You've officially taken this tricky chameleon word and turned it into a tool that you can use with total confidence. So, the only question left is, what should you master next?